Well, I finally got some content for everybody. I know it's been a little bit. Kind of struggled with getting content. It's been a little slow this summer. Some of it's just because I think business-wise has been slow. Others have been I just had a lot to do that was family stuff that I didn't really want to take any video of. We've been around, hanging around and getting a bunch of stuff done, having a bunch of fun, doing a bunch of fun stuff with the kids from summer and all. But I do have let me get my coffee. Just still need that. Not to mention, it's been freaking hot, and I'm not out here killing myself in the heat. Kind of warm today, but it shouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to get an early-ish start, but I got a guy drop me off these. These are 5 really nice cherry logs that I'm going to be milling for this guy over the next couple days. And then we're going to kiln dry some of it, maybe not all of it. They're quite large for sure. Some's going to be some dimensional lumber, and the rest are going to be like 2-inch thick slabs. And from what we do kiln dry, I do believe he wants me to make a dining room table out of some of it, maybe 2, which that should be some good content. They're in pretty good shape. I would say they got some cracking them down for a while. I have to trim this one up, so we'll trim that one back a bit. But other than that, they're relative. Other than this monstrosity, they're all pretty straight. Should hopefully be mill relatively well and all. Now it's cherry, so drying this stuff can be a pain in the butt. Drying it can be a pain in the butt because it likes to twist as it dries. So we'll be ratchet strapping this stuff down, putting quite a bit of weight on it. The dimensional stuff is going to be 1 inch. So my plan is to mill a log of that and then put a whole bunch of the 2-inch on top of it to help hold it flat. And then kind of just wedge the 1 inch in between some of the 2-inch. We'll strap the stuff down, put a bunch of weight on it, and it should stay pretty flat. So I just emptied the kiln last week. That's an order waiting for pickup. Should be coming the end of the week of red oak. And then I was able, it took a while. This stuff got dropped off in November of last year, and it's finally dry. And this is some gigantic 46-inch wide red oak that they customer dropped off. That's getting picked up first week of August. They're having a builder down by them work with that and build a table, which is fine because that's awful wide, and I don't really have the equipment to process lumber quite that big. Not yet, anyway. So I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, we're gonna get started on this. Get a couple of these logs knocked out today. Try to get 2, maybe 3 done today before it gets too hot, and then try to knock the rest out tomorrow. So it's a little bit cooler tomorrow. Try to get the rest knocked out. I'm hoping to have them done by Thursday at the latest. Today is Tuesday. Last week of July. So it's definitely been a minute. Not much has changed in the shop, I don't think, since the last video. I think everything's about the same. The clean room is still not done, but I'm working on that, and I got a couple months to get that finished before I need to really utilize it for its other purpose, which are the 6 of them down at the bottom of the hill. I got a couple months till they'll be ready to go. So I'm going to get on the tractor this morning. I have to go feed those 6 pigs down at the bottom of the hill because they're going to start yelling at me here before too long because they know I'm up. So I got to go feed them, and then we're going to fire the mill up, put a new band on it, and we'll get rocking and rolling this morning. Hope you all enjoy. Okay, all the cherry logs are done. Got them all cut up. Full disclosure, the beginning of this video was exactly a week ago. And this was the last log, the one that I said was going to kick my ass. Well, it did, for sure. But we got them all done. I got one stack in the kiln, and then I've got the rest right over there, the dimensional and the live edge. They all came out super nice. We'll be getting them in the kiln here before too long. But I guess you're probably wondering the title of this video. Well, I am done milling logs. That log kicked my ass. It's hot, it's sweaty, it's humid. I am done milling. I'm done sawmilling on that machine because I bought this. Yes, we finally, sorry about the neighbors shooting in the background, it's what happens when you live in the country. We finally moved up in the world of sawmilling. This is a 2021 Wood-Mizer LT40 wide. Does 21 feet long, 35-inch wide cut. Will take a 41 or 42-inch log, fully hydraulic. It is amazing. And as you can see, I've already cut a couple logs. I picked this up from a local sawyer here, Steve from MSD Making Sawdust. They have a YouTube channel as well. Him and his wife are actually retiring and getting out of it. And I was able to purchase this sawmill along with a full saw sharpening setup from Cooks. So I will now be able to sharpen all my own bands. This also comes with the lap siding attachment that I have not picked up yet. I have to go back down there and pick that up. But huge shout out to Steve and his wife for working with me, giving me some time to get the loan. This was not cheap by any means, but I've already cut 2 logs. I cut the stickers and that log, and it's worth every penny. I am no longer breaking my back and my everything else on the woodland mills. So with that being said, this machine is now up for sale. I have it listed on Marketplace. I have it listed at $7,500. That may be a little high, but make me an offer. It's or best offer. If you're watching this and you're interested, drop a comment with some contact information. You can send me an email, rsttimberworks@gmail.com. We can work something out. I will be disassembling this within the next week and getting it stacked up probably on a pallet. I will be able to load it for you. Few things with this mill. It is not the standard length, as I think you all saw in other videos. I have 3 track extensions for this. It goes up to 25 foot 9 inches, which will allow you to cut about a 24-foot log, I believe. This is the HM130. It's a 2017 model. I bought it brand new. I'm the only owner of it. It will cut up to a 23-inch wide board and take a 30-inch diameter log. It is pretty much all manual. I did add 2 things to it, which I think you all saw. I have a video on this. I did the power up and down and on. It has a solar charger right here to charge the battery that I welded up a little battery box and all that for that. And then it also has a digital readout scale. I got rid of the old magnetic scale up here and added a digital readout. It has drastically increased my accuracy when cutting lumber on this mill. So those are the 2 things that I have done with this machine. Other than that, really nothing else. I have 0 complaints with this machine. It has worked great for me. It's always started up. 2 or 3 pulls. This thing is sat for 2 or 3 months, and 3 or 4 pulls, it fires right up and runs. The only kind of issue with it is that's starting to rust off. So, but that's it. It runs fine like that. It just It's just a little louder, but it runs fine like that. This thing has been a phenomenal mill to me. I almost hate to see it go, but I'm never going to use this thing anymore. Not when I have the LT40 sitting over there now. There's just no point in keeping it. I could use the money. So if you're interested, make me a reasonable offer, please. No, I'm not going to sell it for 2,000 or 3,000 or, you know, $1,000 and 4 donkeys. It's not happening. But I have it listed for 7,500. Make me a reasonable offer. You'll probably take it home. I'd like to see it go to a good home. It's going to get used. Make me a decent offer. Least I can say is no. So with that being said, this machine is up for sale. We have the new one now. Stay tuned. There'll be a lot of videos coming out with this machine. It is such a joy to run. I've only cut 2 logs on it, and I'm already hooked. I can't believe I waited 9-10 years to get one of these, but it's a lot of hard work, and this is a hobby mill. It's not made to start a business on, but I'm stubborn enough to do so, and I did. And I worked my ass off for a long time and was told no from a lot of people, a lot of banks, and all that. And finally, it got to the point where I'm hearing yes now. Extremely happy. This is a huge, huge upgrade for the business, for RC Timberworks, for the family, for everything. I have, like I said, I don't have any words. I don't want to keep rambling. So that being said, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please do share this, because we're going to have some awesome videos coming out. We as RC Timberworks can now do portable milling because it's on a trailer, as you can see. I will be posting prices for portable milling and all that. It's going to be a month or two before I start doing that, because I want to get used to this machine and how it runs before I take it out onto somebody's property. But that is coming. So that is a whole nother service that we will provide here at RC Timberworks. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for the little clickbait title in this, but you know what? I got to do what I got to do to get viewers. So hopefully this video does well, and I look forward to doing more videos with this LT40. It's going to be awesome. So y'all have a great one, and we'll catch you in the next one.